In romance anime, rejection is a theme that's not commonly explored. If there is any rejections, it usually happens early on in the series, or when a character is just downright unlikable. After all, a majority of romance anime tends to build up to this majestic and butterfly-inducing moment where the main character confesses their love. But that's just not realistic. And as much as I love these magical and grand confessions, I think there's an important lesson that comes with being rejected and the character building growing pains one has to endure to bounce back. Today, we are talking about Blue Box. If you haven't finished season 1, this is a major spoiler. You have been warned. Before we get into what I think is a perfect rejection scene, let's take it back to the start of the series so we can understand why this rejection is so perfect and why it hurts so much. The character I'm talking about is none other than our pink-haired rhythm gymnastics girl, Hina. From the very first episode, Hina is introduced to us as an airheadish, playful, girly girl who has a very platonic, no romantic feelings relationship with our MC, Taiki. Until we find out they've been friends since before high school and are like childhood friends or something. We just can't get away from this cliche. Rules are rules and they must be followed. I think what makes Hina such a great character is that she wholeheartedly dives headfirst into things. She's very aware of whatever the situation is and the possible outcomes, good or bad. Yet she still chooses to tackle it head on, knowing that the only thing she can do is try her best. That is something I really relate to. I'm an extremely analytical and skeptical person. That's just my fancy way of saying I'm an overthinker. But like Hina, when I know there's a problem I must overcome to reach my goal, I'll attack the problem head on. Because if it's something I need to face in order to grow, I think it's important we place just as much value in dealing with the problem as we do with reaching our goal. For Hina, this problem was that she started to develop feelings for Taiki, knowing full well he likes Chinatsu. What I really love about Blue Box, and what I think sets it apart from other anime, is that while we're seeing the story of our two main characters, the author is steadily building Hina's character on the side. And this is something mangaka Koji Miura absolutely nails. As the story progresses, and as Taiki and Chinatsu grow closer, Hina finds herself in an awkward spot as she wants to support the two of them, but is subconsciously positioning herself in the middle of them. The first instance we see this is towards the end of episode 5. Here, Hina runs into Chinatsu at the physio and tries to play wingman. She tells the heroic story of how Taiki saved her during their middle school camp and ended up spraining his own ankle. And while her intentions were good, what actually happened was that Hina's face was lighting up, talking about him. This is the moment Hina's feelings started to develop. And in the very next episode, while feeling a whole heap of pressure to succeed with her upcoming tournament, all she can think about is blowing steam off by cracking jokes and being with Taiki. A feeling she wouldn't normally get, but a feeling made clear when she sees Taiki cheering Chinatsu on during training. While Hina may only be a side character, we see a crazy amount of development from her. Going from this very friendly and "ew, I didn't see him like that" type of friend, to then realizing her feelings and ultimately confessing them. Hina's confession scene is so well executed that it should be a study material for future romance series. It's nothing grand, there's no fireworks, but it's something that had me in complete awe. It was raw, it was real, and it was straightforward. Leading up to the confession, Hina had been putting in that work to break out of the friend zone. While she hadn't directly confessed yet, or even told anyone about her feelings, she was slowly changing her demeanor and attitude around Taiki to show her that the door was open for more. And that is key. Instead of accepting a relationship with Taiki, she gets up on the swing, kicks her shoe off, and straight up confesses her feelings. And to avoid a whole miscommunication arc, she says it super straightforward and even says yes, romantically. Like, round of applause to you for being so clear and straightforward. But it's how she closes this convo that really puts her in the running for best girl. And honestly, it's what had me starting to root for her as well. After she confesses her love, she says, "I just thought that if I didn't tell you, nothing would ever change. Don't look at me as a friend anymore, or look at me as a girl who likes you." It's that very line that takes her from just having a crush on someone to now being in a love triangle. Hina knows Chinatsu is no easy feat, yet she doesn't let that stop her from trying. While some may see this as a sly act from Hina, I think it's fair game as Chinatsu hasn't really done anything or shown interest yet. And now it's the moment we've been waiting for. After countless tries of Hina trying to get Taiki to see her as a woman, and after countless times Hina said she doesn't want an answer yet, the two are set up in the gym, all alone, during the campfire on their last night at their sports camp. And Taiki says this.
ひなとは付き合えない。いつもの窓際母への横顔心のだから今はっきりさせてお互いそれぞれ今よりもっと強く私はいいって言ってるじゃん。好きな人がいるのが分かってて告白したんだもん。大輝は先輩や好きでもそれでも大輝が好きなんだよ。
What makes this rejection so emotional and so hard-hitting is the fact that no one's in the wrong here. And as much as I want to and do root for Chinatsu and Taiki, there's a part of me that wanted the underdog card to be played to Hina. Hina is someone who refused to take no for an answer, and despite her horrible odds, did everything she could to tip the scales in her favor. It's just that Taiki has the same character trait, except he's showing it for another girl. Not having someone to put the blame on is what's left me so divided. And in reality, sometimes it's just like that. People grow at different speeds and everyone walks their own road. The only thing you can do is put your best foot forward. Whatever happens, happens. You can only control how you react and how you'll move forward. Yo, thank you for watching the video. Man, how good was season 1 of Blue Box? Definitely my favorite romance that aired in 2024, maybe even for the last few years. If you liked the video, please subscribe. We've got a lot more content coming and coming consistently, uploading twice a week, every Tuesday with our Watching Your Line an April series, and then every Friday with our regular, more deeper anime anime discussions, taking what we learned from anime and how we can apply it to real life, like we did with this beautiful rejection scene from Blue Box. But yeah, again, thank yous for watching. Please subscribe. We are so close to 500 subscribers. At the time of recording, we are at 395. We need 105 more subscribers. We can do it very soon. See ya.